With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And once again, this clown is going to get talked about this morning. And when I say talked about, that's what I mean. Talked about. He's going to get lied on. He's going to get talked about. And if there's any D watchers in the back, which there always are, comment. Be respectful. But we're not going to act like we don't know what's going on with this clown, this buffoon, this insecure, underachieving, lying con artist. Insecure, underachieving, lying con artist. That's what this dude is. There's a whole lot of names I could have put in there, but you know, YouTube is real sensitive about what we put up. You know, freedom of speech is what he talks about, right? I have a right to have my freedom of speech. That's supposed to exonerate him from the use of the N-word and things of that nature, right? If I get on here and I start, you know, rivaling what he says, it'll be a problem. And that's what it is to be black in this world. They only see when we react. They don't see what starts the nonsense. The camera goes on. Someone laying on the floor twitching because we done knocked them out. He hit him. Yeah. The tape went up after the punch landed, but you didn't see dude doing what he did. You didn't see the first punch that he threw. You ain't see him throwing around the N-word. You ain't see none of that. You only saw when we react. That's what it is. So at this point, this guy needs to be waving that good old Southern flag. He need to be waving that. He need to be wearing his Klan's hood, you know, which is incredible. The insecurities in him, you know, how he feels about black men, about black excellence is hilarious. And to justify his behavior by saying it's protected by freedom of speech. Okay. At this point, if you're black and you're a Ryan Garcia fanatic and you're a Teofimo Lopez fanatic, unsubscribe for me and leave. I'm dead serious. I promise I won't miss you. Leave. Get out. Because at this point, what he's doing, this isn't even boxing. But it's cool because you know what? He's slowly destroying himself. We're going to talk about it. Let's do this roll call. Dirt Gang Boss, Mark Wonderland, G. McCall, Shaquilla Fields, Ratchet since 91, Mr. Shelton in the building. Oh yeah, he knows all about that Confederate flag. He want to be in the South. Tay, good morning. Mark Hairston, Rod Neal, Mind of Monson Musa, what's good? Jarrell Freeman, the Sensei, Stormy B in the building. Charles Livingston, Slim Hussein, Stillwater Boxing, DP Rocker, Mr. Sharp, Sid Mark, The Village Brother, Stephen X, salute. The Brothers UK early in that super chat. He says, peace, brother. Peace to you, brother. Salute to you, man. Much love and appreciation. The Brothers UK was like my second or third sub, y'all. Appreciate this brother. He's been around from day one. This is a day one guy right here. Salute. Tony C, Dragon Fang, CJ Robinson, King Bonnie, True Boxer Knight, D-Ray, salute. Smash the like button, smash the dislike button, like and share, hate on it. I am Waffle, salute. You know, haters always return. Star City J, what's good? Haters always return. They always care about what I say. I just had to I had another lab rat in my comment section from a video I did. Leroy, what up? A few days ago. And, you know, he's in there talking about Deontay. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? And I let him type his paragraphs, and I typed the paragraph, and, you know, don't you always hear me say documentation beats conversation? And mind you, this is a guy I had to block at least twice. So when we say YouTube does things on purpose, this is one of the things YouTube's in on the trolling, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that. If you're a content creator, YouTube is in on the trolling. I'm just letting you know that. And it's proven, because this dude, I know I blocked him at least twice in 2023. Main biker, salute. So he came back and, you know, trying to bait, you know, something that Teofimo does. And said it was interesting because he said something, Big Block, salute. He said something about Usyk. Oh, Usyk prays to the same God I pray to, which is Jesus Christ. Wow. So Jesus Christ encourages your racism. Got it. Because last I checked, I'm over here minding my business. I'm supporting family. I'm supporting the sport of boxing. And if I stumble upon a channel and I listen and I hear foolishness that I deem as foolishness, I don't say anything. I just leave. 10 times out of 10, you don't even know I'm in the chat. I'm just listening. Tone Brown, salute. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. Lot Eye, salute. D-Ray, that's exactly what they're doing. They make AI-generated racist comments, and I want you to understand something because I have the documents to prove this. Okay? What YouTube has done, yeah, I'll talk about that, Tone, is they've blamed me for what's being done to me. Here's what they've done. I've been on YouTube's bumper about their policies as far as cyberbullying and trolling and things of that nature. And I don't get any real answers. But interesting, Derek Gaines, my brother, Googled my name. Do you know why, when you put in why people don't like Drew Titan in Google, it says that I unnecessarily flag content. That's what it says. And that is an AI-generated explanation on Google. Swear to God, I have it. It's screenshot. How the hell did they come to that determination? Victor, what up? How the hell did they come to that determination? You know why? Because I've asked YouTube several times about how they view content, how they dish out punishments. And when they just referring me to policies, I know their policies better than them. I know their policies better than them. I say, look, I know that. But I'm asking you, this video's up here, Copper, what up? This video says this. You could just put my name in the YouTube search bar and you'll see several things about me with my picture on it. But last I checked, you said that we're not allowed to do that. They're telling me, hey, well, if you see something that you don't like, flag it. I also said, well, if it's deemed that my flag is unnecessary, I can get a strike. So what is unnecessary? Flyer frequency, salute. What is unnecessary? What is out of line? And then I'm referred to a supervisor who doesn't help the situation at all. They have no answers. So if you can't flag, because a flag unnecessarily, that they deem unnecessary, that could be a strike for you. 3 strikes, your page is gone. But you allow these people to do, but you allow these people to do that to myself and other LDBC members. The videos are still up. I thought this was in violation of the rules. The moment they thought I was doing that, it was a short. They took it down. It wasn't a strike, but they took it down. I said, what's going on here? In violation of the policy. Then I referred them to several videos with my face in it. Oh, well, you can flag it. No, you flag it. You have some system in place that's overseeing all of my content. But this person here got several videos with my name in it, my picture in it. You've done nothing. How is AI on my bumper and not on everyone else's bumper? Please explain. And I never got an explanation. And I love it. Because finally, I got what I need. And at this point, I'm collecting data. Now this clown that was in my comment section, I know for a fact I blocked him. How the hell does he get to still contact me? I believe he's been on my Disnick since 2022. And I love it. So when I tell you that these goons at YouTube are in on the trolling, you think these people at YouTube, you think they aren't fans of, let me paint this picture. You think they aren't proud of their ethnicity? You think they aren't fans of people that we talk about, whether it be an actor, an R&B singer, a country singer, an athlete? You think that they aren't fans of these people? You think the LDBC doesn't tweak the algorithm? When you put in LDBC in the search bar, you're new to YouTube, you're gonna see a crap load. I'm trying to watch my mouth. A crap load of negative before you get to anything that's us. And when you see our content, what are we doing? We're talking about a fighter or a fight night. And if you listen long enough to a live stream, we're blocking trolls. So everyone has a preconceived notion of who we are. So when you use terms like cyberbullying, harassment, they have no response to that. And something happened last week where they literally fell on their own sword. So when we say that they are on it, the people that are paid to oversee our content, they're in on it, they absolutely are. And there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. There's no way I'll be able to go to a Latino boxing channel and do and say what's done to us over there. I'd get blocked, and if I kept coming back and back and back, I guarantee you somehow, some way, they would find a way to block my entire life off of YouTube. I promise you they would. I promise you they would. But that's okay. Dog whistle is over. Documentation beats conversation. If you think for 2 seconds that I haven't screenshot a majority of this crap that's been going on, you're out of your cotton picking mind, you slave. And they did something again last night. I mean, it's the little things. And I saw it this morning. I said, look at this. Unbelievable. The Floyd Mayweather show that I did yesterday, do you know they said that I used music from some artists and they're trying to split the revenue? And I said, what are they talking about? So I went into my YouTube studio and it gives you the name and the song of the artist. I said, it's Floyd talking. What song did they hear? My background music? That's not it. What are they talking about? They're trying to escrow my money to somebody else. And I found the song and I said, this song is nowhere on my live. And they give you the minute where they heard it. But here's where they messed up. And I'm letting y'all know this for a reason. Here's where they messed up. I played that Floyd Mayweather soundbite at least 3 times yesterday. At least. At least 3 times. Why the hell didn't they flag it for those 3 times? They flagged it 1 time, and I played it 3 times. And it was Floyd talking. And there was no music in the background when he was talking. Salute to Lucas Media and that super chat. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. So that goes to show you that even the AI that they put in place, AI is created by who? Did AI create itself? Or did somebody program it? You see what I mean? These dudes is caught, they keep doing this. And it's getting worse and worse. And when it's getting worse and worse and worse, they're trying to smash the gas on us. And now they don't know what to do because there's been several things done. Now all of a sudden, my subs are back up. Did y'all hear BFTB? Y'all hear what he said yesterday on his live? I heard it. It said he'll get 28 new subs, but he looks in his sub count. There'll be only like 5 there or something like that. Huh? Now, what are the odds that myself and the General and BF and Stormy have the same issue with subs? What are the odds? And Miguel, I know you're listening. Dude, you're leaving a paper trail, a virtual paper trail that you cannot deny at this point. So when we say that the trolls are actually working for YouTube, we're not kidding. Now, why are we being trolled? Because of conversations like this. Why do you think I use this?
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
I firmly believe that the trolls at YouTube, 2 things. They're part of the broken wrist. Just figure that out if you don't know. They're part of the broken wrist. And more than likely, they're Latino in their feelings. But here's the thing. I'm talking about a racist Latino right here. So what is your problem?
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
In 2025, there's going to be major change. And it's going to be beyond cutting the check. My brother Kano in the building, salute. Quan, what up? Unique Dawn, salute. Ab Jones, I missed you in the chat, know that I love you. Salute, Victor. He said it's all good, boss. Always support.
Good night.
You made the soundboard a long time ago. Salute to you. So now let's get to it. Let's get to it. At this point, and I'm being serious, no black fighter should want to break bread with Teofimo Lopez. No, none. No black fighter. And I need you to understand something. Small thinking is saying, hey man, I want Teo to get punched in the face. In my book, I like to see him get punched in the face out the ring. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I like to see him get punched in the face outside the ring. Now, I'm not saying for someone to go do it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'd like to see it. I wouldn't feel no way if it happened. The reason why is because he's a filthy racist. I want to see a lot of racists get punched in their jaw. I want to see his fronts get knocked out. Look at his teeth down there where it says underachiever. Y'all remember Fang Face? Saturday morning cartoon? Barracuda mouth? Shark the Kong? If he bit me, I'd lose my mind. Komodo dragon mouth. Bacteria all in that mofo. Said it before, I'll say it again. If he bit a hamburger, the bite mark would look like the bat signal. Half of it at least. His mouth matches his attitude. Here's the funny part. He said it was okay. Yeah, we're going to get to that, Connor. Absolutely. He said that when did it become not okay to race bait? So he thinks that what he was doing was a part of entertaining. No. No. That's a negative, K. No. Teofimo Lopez would be further in his career and probably a major player at 135 or 140 if he just shut his mouth and fought. Because the only hard ER I see in boxing is guys like him and Ryan Garcia. You like that, Miguel? Prove me wrong. All these words I put for him. He's a con artist. He is. He's insecure. Absolutely. He's an underachiever. Absolutely. He's a liar. Absolutely. He's absolutely all of that. Everything that y'all want to put on everybody else. He is that. He's exactly that. No black fighter should want to break bread with him. And when you punch someone in the face in the ring, there's money involved. He hasn't touched $1 million yet. That's what he said. So no fighter should even want to give him 6 figures. So let's run through it. Insecure. I spoke about this the other day. That he is indeed. He is indeed insecure. Tell me where he's not. What is his obsession with black people? It's an obsession. Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever heard me say that Teofimo Lopez can't fight? I'll wait. Because there's someone watching this saying, oh, you're just a hater. Why? Because Teofimo would beat who? Who? What? He beat Devin? We can get in that conversation. But you know, I like to keep it simple here. He could beat Devin. How come he didn't fight him at 135? He could beat Devin. Why did he walk away from this latest deal? Y'all want to talk about that deal? I keep it simple here. Turkey Al-Sheikh, the number I heard was $5 million. Fight Devin. This shark mouth said no, doubled back, went back to Bob Arum, and said, counter this offer for half the bread, 2.5. Wait a minute. Can I ask y'all a question? What's more money, $5 million or $2.5 million? I mean, we're not like, I know Village Brother Village Brother might be the most educated brother academically in here that I know of. But what's worth more money, $5 million or $2.5 million? Am I missing something? I think $5 million is worth more money, right? I think that's right. So he goes back to Bob Arum, says counter offer this. The counter offer was $2.5 million, right? Yeah, jab a jaw. Jab, 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 jab a jaw. And we don't want to jab his jaw because that means putting money in his pocket. Because boxers is like a fraternity. You fight, but you also putting love in a person's bank account. So he don't deserve that. So the counter offer was $2.5 million on a top rank card on pay-per-view, right? And Teofimo was going to be the A side, meaning he gets a majority of the pay-per-view, right? Here's the thing. Y'all ever pay money to watch Teofimo Lopez on pay-per-view? He's been on pay-per-view, but he wasn't the main event. I think he was on the Bud undercard. Bud versus Amir Khan. I was there. It was at Madison Square Garden. 1 minute, Bob Arum says Devin Haney is ducking. Then the next minute, he says Teofimo can't sell a pay-per-view. Huh? See, all you got to do is let these guys talk. And they give you the answers. But if you hate Devin Haney, then all you heard was Devin ain't, he ain't signed a contract. Jose Pierre, I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your last name. He says, in the 5-fight extension with Bobby, that don't have faith for a pay-per-view fight. Bobby needs to modify his 50s contracts. Well, two things about that, Jose. And Jose, you're being respectful. From what I understand, in boxing contracts, it's like that. A title fight, automatic 3-fight extension. Could be wrong, but that's what I understand. Title fight, you win, automatic 3-fight extension. It's like that. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. That's what I heard. That's number one. Number two, he knew that. So he could complain that it's a crappy contract, and he could complain about it, but guess what? He signed it. You feel me? He signed it. He signed it. I'm sure he had legal teams looking over it. They say, yo, look, this is what it is. F it, sign it. Now watch this. He beat Lomachenko, right? And I applaud it. Hold on, I'm reading what you said. He said, would you guys fight for a dude that don't have faith on you? Be honest. And don't pay you what is right? That is what he's doing right now. And Teofimo agreed to it. All of these guys. And Jose, I'm glad you're here saying this. You know why? What you're saying fighters should do, isn't that not what Devin Haney's doing?
Whoa! What the
Go! That's why Devin Haney moves and shakes the way he is. That's why he's a boss. Teofimo Lopez is unhappy. Tank is unhappy. Boots is going through some nonsense. For a long time, Terrence Crawford was dealing with Bob Arum and his nonsense. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Time reveals all truth. Everyone running around saying, hey man, Devin's not his own boss. Devin's not his own boss. I don't see Devin going through this. I don't see Devin beefing about money. I don't see that. If I did, I'd be talking about it. But I don't see it. All of this stuff. Devin's this villain, right? But Tank is the one unhappy. Tank has a pay-per-view coming up. We don't know how the numbers are going to be. But he's unhappy. Teofimo Lopez is screaming and crying and blaming black people for his misfortunes. And Devin's chilling. And back to what I was saying. Teo could have fought Devin like 3 times that I know about. Could have been more. Could have been more. But Teo said no. Even when Teo was the A side. The more I think about it, and this is something that it's obvious, but I'm just gonna point it out. When Teo beat Lomachenko, he was unified. I know he was running around talking about he was undisputed. He had that fake franchise status that's vanished. No one knows where it is. And do y'all know that Teofimo Lopez at that time was the A side? Devin had the real WBC strap. All he had to do was fight Devin, and he could have B-sided Devin. He could have took a majority of the pot and everything. And I thought we was going to have a title unification in between Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Somebody was going to be undisputed at 135. Instead, Teofimo Lopez chose to parade around that fake belt and run up on a stage with Canelo Alvarez after his dad trash talked him. He came to the Canelo Alvarez fight with all of his hardware just to take pictures with the winner. If it was Caleb Plant that won that night, he'd have been in the picture with Caleb. But it was Canelo who won. And he's standing there with all his belts, and Canelo's smiling, but he's looking like, why is this guy near me? If you look at the Canelo picture, he got like this bugged out look like, why is this dude next to me? That was Canelo's moment. Why are you taking pictures? All up in the camera. Yeah, salute, Queen Jamal. What up? You get what I'm saying? It was strange. And I'm saying, why did he show up to the Canelo fight with all four of those belts? Why did he do that? Your daddy's always with you. He don't give you enough attention. That's when I knew this kid had a mental. That right there, I said, that's a little crazy. Was he fighting that night? Or why did he show up with he showed up with all of those belts. You know those belts are in like suitcases, right? You understand? Think about this. That's why it's strange. We just saw the picture like, oh yes, boxers with belts. No, those belts have cases, like suitcases. You have to unlock them and put them on, and they got some weight on them. And he stood there. And that was Canelo's moment. Why are you in the picture with a man that Canelo actually did something that night? He became an undisputed champion at 168. I gave him full credit for that. Why is Teofimo Lopez in the picture with him? That was Canelo's moment. What the hell are you doing, man? It was weird. It was weird, especially when I have the audio. You can find it online. I played it. I'm not going to upload it right now. When Teo Sr. was trash talking Canelo. He was trash talking Golovkin. Golovkin's been on pay-per-view. You can't trash talk Gennady Golovkin. You definitely can't trash talk Canelo Alvarez. You can't trash talk Devin Haney. You can't trash talk Tank. You can't trash talk Boots. You can't trash talk Andre Ward. You can't trash talk Bud. You can't trash talk Brian Norman Jr. And you need to not wear anything with Muhammad Ali's face on it, dude. You definitely can't trash talk Subadel Matias because you walked away from that. That's the latest information. What's up with that? So I'm asking Teofimo Lopez fans, if you're listening, say something. Please be respectful. How do you justify anything this dude's doing? On top of that, he's being a racist. What does black people have to do with his dysfunctional career that he had complete control over? The WBC was backing him. The WBO, which is owned by which Top Rank runs, they were backing you. And you spilled the beans in 2018. You spilled the beans. Jorge says hater. Yeah, I know Teofimo Lopez is a hater. I know that. Yeah, I know he's a hater. Don't be confused. I'm just taking his word and flipping it on him. Jorge from Mexico. He wants to beat Canelo. He could never beat Canelo. It's too late. It's too late. He could never be Canelo. That's out the window. As much truth I tell about Canelo, he's getting on my nerves over the Benavidez thing. Do you not hear me say, look, when I talk about these guys, when did you ever hear me say Canelo Alvarez can't fight? You never heard me say that. Canelo's nice with his. He just has a contemporary right now that I want him to prove it against. That's it. How many times you heard me say Canelo Alvarez is a Hall of Fame fighter? Period. There's no getting around that. I can argue that point. Someone says, no, he's not. I can argue that point. Hell yeah, he is. And we can go to the resume. Because as much that he didn't do, even the fights that I thought he lost, that he got the nod in, look, they're on his record. That's some. Look at his resume. It's some Hall of Fame stuff there. Period. Period. That's it. Canelo Alvarez is a Hall of Fame fighter. Bottom line. That's not hate. I just don't like how he's moving right now with this Benavidez thing. That's it. I don't like how he was trying to fight Badu Jack and trying to drain Badu Jack for his cruiserweight title. Tried to drain him from 18 pounds. I didn't like that. So he's done a lot of fugazi stuff, but he's still a Hall of Fame fighter. Bakari, salute. Quan, salute. Yeah, Quan, I think Lara beat him, but he didn't get the nod. That's just life. Sucks. Some people think Andre Ward didn't beat Kovalev in the first fight, but he got the nod. In the rematch, he left no doubt. I mean, it is what it is. Big brother in life, salute. That's just what it is. But what's to be frustrating for Teofimo Lopez fans is that he had an opportunity to do everything, and he didn't do it. He didn't do it. All he told you was that they got J-Lo, and she didn't even show up. So if he was waiting on her ass, literally her ass, she didn't show up. Everything, Teofimo Lopez's career is one giant self-inflicted wound. And instead of removing the sword from his gut, he's pressing it in. He's performing a Japanese haraki. You know what that is? Anthony, what up? You know when samurais lose their honor and they stab themselves? That's what he's doing. And he's turning the damn sword. And instead of removing it, he's choking himself deeper. He's coming. 704 Joe, what up? Gerard Harlem in the building. Salute. This is one giant self-inflicted wound. And what has he done? He's resorted to racist outbursts. Doesn't make any sense, y'all. Tell me why he hasn't fought Devin Haney. And I know the last words that people heard was Devin walked away from it. I just explained it. Turkey, which is why you see his picture up there, $5 million. Teo, come fight. Karma, yeah. That's I believe that's when the Japanese, the samurais off themselves. Turkey said 5 mil. What was Teofimo Lopez and Top Rank's response? 2.5, where it's on pay-per-view finally for Teofimo. And he gets a lion's share of the profits. And he's never been on pay-per-view before. Tell me where that makes sense, y'all. And here's a fucked up thing. Teo could have fought Devin right after Lomachenko, and he would have been the A side. He didn't do it. In fact, didn't he say after Devin beat Kambosos, didn't he say, well, yeah, you know, if I'd have won, you know what I was going to do with it. What was you going to do with it? He was going to dump the undisputed strap. He was going to dump the belts and go to 140 and dump Devin. You see, boxing is supposed to be a fraternity, right? Teofimo Lopez isn't even trying to feed his fellow fighters. You're supposed to be breaking bread with them at the same time when you're fighting them. That's just the business. So he's not even trying to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? BZ, what up? You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So this is why I'm saying no black fighter should be wanting to break bread with him. I know the sexy thing to say is, oh, I want to see someone punch him in the face. True, yeah. I'd love to see it. But at this point, I'd rather see it. I'd rather read about it. Oh, somebody in the street knocked his teeth out. Well, first of all, they're doing him a favor. Look at his teeth. I know you're not a millionaire, but don't tell me you can't get yourself some Invisalign. That's crazy. Cobra, what up? Why your fronts look like that? That's a topic. That's a topic. Cam and May should have been saying, yo, what's up with that? Why your fronts look like a collapsed building? He got the 9/11 mouth. What you talking about, man? Get out of here. What you mean? This nigga mouth is at battle with itself. His teeth are arguing in this picture. Look at that. Fuck off me. Nigga, why you up on me? That's his mouth. Shit crowded in here. God damn. I get mad when I see co-workers with mouth like Teofimo Lopez, with a mouth like that. You know why? We got excellent dental benefits. Work for transit. We make bread. You can't get braces, my dude? What's going on? My brother Junior, the truth. What up? Yeah, exactly. 9/11, look at his mouth. This nigga chewing gravel. Look at that shit. His mouth looked like the bottom of Rambo's knife. Remember Rambo's knife? Remember how cool it looked in the 80s? Everyone wanted a knife like that. Y'all remember Ginsu knives? Remember that? How your mouth look like Leatherface's choice of weapon? Snacks B, what's good? Well, enough about this dude's mouth. Y'all want to talk about his baby mama mouth?
What?
Let's not. You want to talk about his sister mouth?
Go!
Let's not. Because then we'll get to the real reason why he don't like black men. His mouth looked like a crowded subway. His mouth looked like every knife used on the stabbing spree in London. It's ridiculous. Jack the Ripper mouth. Lichen mouth. It's ridiculous. My God. How you look like you could bend quarters with your grill, man? This is ridiculous. All right, let me stop talking about this dude. Let me get back to boxing. Cause I'm just like hypnotized by what the fuck's going on with that? Jeez Louise. Damn right he can get Invisalign. I got Invisalign right now because I care about my dental hygiene. I ain't gonna be walking around with my joints all crooked. Main biker in that super chat salute. He said, Tia mouth is wide. Jagged Edge came up with their name. Jagged Edge. Oh my gosh, man. I promise you, this dude could never roast me. I promise you. He could never roast me. Because at the end of the day, all I would do is just stand up. Nigga, stop talking to me. Call your wife. Watch her fall in love again. I will remind you why that's your ex. Right in front of you. Raggedy mouth. Jerome mouth from Martin. Ooh, ooh. I said, Joe, head on. Because you know the J with the accent is head on. Head on in the ha. Watch your mouth. Ooh, ooh. I said, head on is in the house. I said, head on is in the house. Watch your mouth. He said, bike chain mouth. All right. Enough of the roast. Let's get back to boxing. So, the Devin Haney nonsense. Yeah, Quan, this dude, well, to me, this dude is a midget, man. He is like about 5'5", 5'4". And to me, he's a little dude, man. He's a clown. He's an absolute clown. Let me remind y'all, he beats Josh Taylor. I gave him full credit for that. That was a great win for him. Check the receipts. I talked about it. Right? I just want these fighters to do good. And I want them to give me what I wanted as a consumer. TD Sports, my bro, what's good? And what did he do? He retired. He goes on this racist rant, whatever. And I played it for y'all. Oh yeah, I see black fighters, and ESPN, they can have the Top Rank, they can have their black fighters, and told his father handle it like a man. And I played it for y'all. I ain't gonna go back and revisit it. So okay, boxing is racist, and Top Rank can have their black fighters, and I'm retired, and blah 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 blah. I go to the goddamn Bud and Errol presser right here in New York, and who shows up? In his jumpsuit with his name on his back. Gator mouth right here. I'm like, what the fuck? Wow. So boxing can keep its black fighters, two of the most dominant and number one, number two pound for pound in the world at that time, are having a press conference in New York, and you show up for what exactly? And shout out to Papoose, because he was there too. I'm like, what is he doing here? Okay, the industry sees more value in black fighters, according to you. So now this is their moment. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? You see what I mean? Why are you here? I ain't with that. Looking for attention. He's there the same reason why he went up on Canelo with all his belts. You just so happen to go to the fight and bring all your belts. If Caleb Plant won, he'd have been all up in the picture. De facto said Attack on Titan mouth. Wait a minute. Oh, PGH, what up? Exactly. So I understand why he was there in the first damn place. But I'm a gentleman, and I was there bringing y'all content. It wasn't about him. I can't let him distract me. Although I really wanted to go down there and say something to him, but I was like, man, one of the brothers from Philly, I was waiting to talk to who the hell was I waiting to talk to? I was online. I forgot. But my homie from Philly said, yo, I'm gonna go talk to Tio, hold my spot in line. I said, all right. He said, you wanna go talk to Tio? I said, nah, F Tio. He kind of like looked up, and I'm on the stage. I looked down, and he just kept on talking. Yeah, please, man. I gotta watch. Man. All right, man. I gotta watch. I got a Snapdragon mouth, and I'm I'm Mr. What the F you looking at. That's who I used to be. And I'm an adult. And I wasn't there for that. I was there to cover Bud and Errol. That's what I was there for. I wasn't there. And you see, you easily get distracted by foolishness. You understand? But I'm just letting y'all know what kind of person he is. And there's a certain YouTuber that was there. That's his good buddy. And co-signing that behavior is ridiculous. I promise you, I point things like this out, but I'm not cool with nobody saying, you know what? F all ethnicities, they should die. If they were out here tripping like that, I would distance myself from them, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm pointing out discrepancies about this guy, like I'll point out a discrepancy about a black person in 2 seconds. Can't call me a racist. There's a whole monkey video dedicated to this nonsense. I want those Negroes away from me too. People, real Baltimore in the building. Lord Sweat, real salute. I hold everybody accountable. I'm not on here talking about kill Whitey, man. No. Hell no. No. I got other ethnicities that I'm so close with that I'll rock with before I rock with a lot of these Negroes here on YouTube. And I promise you that. And that's real. In fact, y'all already know how I feel about coons, man. Y'all already know. I'm gonna twist their effing heads off. Carter face stealer salute. But this guy, this is another guy that his whole career is one big self-inflicted wound. And for the life of me, I can't understand how his fan base is not holding him accountable. Anytime a black fighter, we don't even have to support the guy 100%, but anytime a black fighter does something crazy, where do everyone come? Harold, what up, brother? Don't they come to our channels to see what we're saying? Even when it's not even news. When something happened with Deontay and Telly, how many cats y'all saw in the chat that you've never seen before? Oh, what you gonna say about Telly and Deontay? Nothing. I know Deontay, I don't know Telly. Why would I know his fiance? Why would I know her? Tay knows her, but why would I know her? Why? Oh, what you got to say about Deontay and Marcellus? Nothing. I don't know what's going on. That's between them. They're two brothers. I don't know. Something happened? Fine. Okay. I don't know. I'm not close with D like that to call him up and be like, yo, man, what happened with you? No, that shit ain't none of my business. That's literally family business. Some of you guys don't know where to draw the line at. Y'all got friends. When they're fussing with their siblings, do you get involved in that shit? No, that's the last thing you want to do. Mind your business. Exactly, Stephen X. It's called boundaries. But how many cats ran over here? Even a few years ago, whenever Adrian Broner illed out, when he was ill out, I wasn't doing content like that. But I was in 78's videos. Oh, what you got to say about AB? What you got to say about Floyd? Every little thing they did. Every little thing. What happened with Tank, y'all? Now y'all know I'm labeled this Tank hater, so I put that cape on. And now I'm playing it up and y'all don't like it. So that's cool. But I explain why I don't like this kid. I explain it. But never mind that. I could differentiate the two. I don't like his career. I don't like how he's behaving outside the ring. And I have a lot to say about that. But I'm not going to say it here because I've dissected a lot of this stuff. And I'm putting it up on my Patreon. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my Patreon. Tank's baby mama tried to get him killed. I ain't appreciate it. And that's what I'm saying. Tried to get him killed. Once a woman calls the law on you, especially when she knows she's been acting out. Y'all, wait, hold on. Let's look at this. Y'all do know she lied on him, right? Y'all do know that. Yes or no? Put a yes or no in the chat. Y'all do know she lied on him. She lied on Tank. Y'all know that, right? Yes? She lied on that boy. And then she tore up the house. And then she took his toothbrush and dipped it in baby crap. Right? Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know he didn't do anything. Thank God for camera phones. She spit in his face. Right? Just so we clear. And then she called those boys on him. And he's standing outside, tatted up, with shorts on and flip-flops. I'm telling you, he did that for a reason. Back in the day, if you was anywhere where cops was raiding and you was a black man, your only bet was to run out the door naked. Y'all might not know this. You know why you ran out the door naked? So they can't say that you may have been armed. So you ran out naked. Y'all didn't know that, do you? Y'all didn't know that. Copper, am I lying? Copper Aborigines, he'll know. Am I lying? You had to strip down. Oh, the cops outside. They're about to bust in. Got to get naked. Why? If you have on clothes, they're going to say, oh, we thought he had a gun. But if you're ass naked, you can't say, well, he was naked. What gun did you see? Exactly, Lord Sweatreal. They don't talk about that. That was a real thing. Y'all youngsters, y'all don't know. That was a real thing. If you was just anywhere chilling, minding your business, and the police come kicking your door, you had to strip, man. Because brothers were getting blown away. Thought he had a gun. He just had on a t-shirt. What do you mean? No, you had to strip, socks and everything. There's a history with this crap, man. We're calling the police. And now he impregnated a chick that when she didn't generate compliance, she tore the house up while holding the baby, violated him, spit on him, and then called them boys on him. So he ain't stripped down, but he came outside with shorts. And I'm watching that video, and I'm like, I was enraged. I'm like, you know what, man? That bitch tried to get him killed. Now, what if we got out of bed that morning? Tank Davis attacked some police officers and got killed. How many? Can you imagine what our, and this is my point, y'all. How would our comment section have looked? Oh, Tank out here attacking cops. We're like, yo, this story sounds strange. Oh, well, he did beat up the girl at the basketball game. You see how your history will follow you and work against you? I promise you that would have came up. Oh, I believe he attacked the cops. He beats up girls. He's friends with Floyd. You see what I mean? Your association is everything. You see what I mean? It's what I'm talking about. Do you know how many men are dead? Black men are dead in jail over a woman's lies? That's a whole other show. This is what I'm talking about. He documented everything. And he still got some time. But when she was caught lying, she puts out a statement saying, we are working on our problems. Bitch, you the only one with the problem. He ain't called the police, you did. He filmed you tearing up the house while holding the baby. Got that boy locked up. Could have got him killed. A young black man worth millions? That's target practice. You didn't care. And I don't even remember what she was mad at. I heard it was because he wouldn't let her take the truck out or something. I don't remember. See what I mean? You would think he would get his Negro wake-up call. So then he comes out of prison, he converts to Islam, he buys the block, and it was all bullshit. And that's why I have a problem with Tank. You see what I mean? You see? So I can explain my detest towards Tank's behavior. I can explain it. I even said Teofimo, there might be a reason why Tank ain't press him while he was at 135 with all those belts. Y'all remember when I said that? I said maybe there's a reason why Tank don't want to fight Teo. Teo got great lateral movement. Tank is stationary. Teo has enough power to keep you honest. Maybe, I said, wait a minute. There was a lot of movement at 135. Tank can intervene in anything. Remember when I asked y'all who has a better resume at 135? Tank or Teofimo? It's Teofimo hands down. Who has a better resume at 135? Devin or Teofimo? It's Devin hands down. Who has a better resume at 135? George Kambosos or Tank? It's George. George was unified. He lost it to Devin. Then he tried to get it back, lost it again, and then lost to Loma. Win or lose, the question was not wins, it was resume. It's George. George has Devin Haney twice on his resume and Lomachenko. And there was belts involved in all of those. What has Tank done? Not that. You see what I mean? But that's Tank's fault. Now, everything I said, am I lying? Am I clowning? Am I playing a monkey video? No. Did I lie on Tank just now? I don't care about the intangibles, and you could word salad it, and oh, well, this happened, and at that time, and in 2018, this happened. I don't give a damn about none of that. Tank is the A side. He could have did whatever he wanted to do. And whoever's not on his resume is not what he wanted to do. Can we agree to that? Yes or no? Thank you. But moving on, this is about Teofimo Lopez. Tank is the A side. He could have stopped that Teofimo Lopez train at any point, right? But maybe there's a reason why he ain't fight Teo. I know Devin was 1-2. And Teo ducked. He ran out of 135. Would you agree? Did Teofimo Lopez run to 140 to get away from Devin Haney? Can we say that? Yes or no? Oh, well, they wouldn't be anywhere, because then they'd be our friends. Because if those cops came up in there and shot him, and there was no body cam or nothing, his girl would have had to stand on that lie that he was tearing up the house and he attacked me, and I had to call the cops, and then they euthanized him. If there was no video, we'd have had to, the Tank channels would have been our friends, because it wouldn't have been about boxing. It'd have been about justice for Tank Davis. Now, it's safe to say that Teofimo ran to 140 to get away from Devin Haney, right? He wasn't running from Tank. He was running from Devin Haney. You know why I say that? Because a lot of you clowns, and I know y'all listening, I don't care, enjoy the show. A lot of you monkeys love to say that Devin ran to 140 rather than to fight Tank, or rather than to fight a Shakur. You know what I mean? So why do these statements work for Devin, but they don't work for anybody else? I'm talking to the black channels now. I didn't hear, I don't go anywhere, but I don't hear anyone speaking about other channels saying who ran to it. I literally hear people saying Devin ran to 140 rather than to stay at 135 and fight Tank. That is a lie. That's a lie, like saying Devin ducked Teofimo just now. That's a lie. But y'all don't say that Teofimo ran to 140 to get away from Devin. Y'all don't talk about the Turkey Al Sheik deal for Devin versus Teo. Y'all don't talk about that. Y'all want to talk about this Bob Arum deal and not make sense of it. And then we explain it to you. You still don't want to deal with that. Is that not a lie? Is Teofimo not a con artist? You look at it, it's like, yo, the kid can fight. I mean, I saw him against Josh Taylor. I seen a lot of his wins. The kid could fight, but what the hell happened with George Kambosos? His throat exploded or collapsed or whatever? What happened? What happened there? How did he look like that against George Kambosos? I'm not hearing nothing about him being sick. You lose to Kambosos and then you admit, and you had beat Kambosos. You was going to dump the belts and make it harder for Devin to be successful. Devin, what is this obsession with thumping Devin's with Devin's every move? What is this obsession with that? Devin is getting the shine that you feel you deserve because you've underachieved, and that's by your choice. You think you're playing chess with your business moves. For example, these dudes was going to Triller. Remember that? We got J-Lo. Remember they talked all crazy about Bob Arum? And they postponed the Kambosos fight like 4 times. You remember that? Out here in New York, they spelled Kambosos' name wrong on the advertisement. I have a video out. Back then, I said, look, I ain't going to hold you. I don't know who George Kambosos is, but I'm rooting for him out of pure principle. I don't know if he's going to win. But, bruh, they got your name spelled wrong in the damn poster out here in New York. His name was spelled wrong, y'all. His name was spelled wrong. His name was spelled wrong. I said, look, I don't know how he's going to do, but he needs to do it. He needs to do it. And he did it. And I was happy for him. It ain't last long, but whatever. And what did T.O. do? What's funny is he didn't even blame George. He ain't blame white people. He ain't blame Australians. When they threw the mic in his face after Devin schooled Kambosos, yeah, well, you know, if I won, you know what I was going to do with it. You know, dump the belts and make it harder for him. Where's the strategy in that? That's when I knew he has an obsession with Devin Haney's success. And then when his girlfriend, Ryan Garcia, comes out as a racist and black people want to ignore it. And when I say black people, I mean, when you're a content creator, you have a responsibility. When you do your content, I'm not like the biggest channel. But I tell y'all, I don't know everything. This is Jonathan, what up? This is my opinion, and I base my opinions off the facts. I'm not perfect, but this is what it is. I give you an honest assessment based off of what I see. I can be mistaken, but this is an honest platform. These bigger platforms, they're slaves to their own rhythm. Slave to the rhythm. Meaning, I got 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 1 million subscribers, and I noticed that when I talk up the person that's effing off, my algorithm gets a little tweaked. So, what do? I need that strong double figures every month or 6 figures a month. I need that. So it's business to me. So I'm going to say what people want to hear rather than give them what they need. This is why a big channel like our brother Blue Blood suffers from the same issues that we suffer from. People get shadow banned off of his channel. Notifications don't go out. And he's the bigger channel. But how he runs his channel is not how a lot of these other guys do. And I ain't gonna say their names, y'all know who I'm talking about. That's why. And that's why we hold Blue Blood to a high standard. He put in the work. He has an ear to the ground. He talks to these people behind the scenes. And that's why people try and drag him. They try and drag him. They try and drag how he, gets his information and things of that nature. My thing is, when has he been wrong? Point out when he's been wrong. Oh, well, he said Bud and Errol was going to happen on this date. No. He said, according to his sources, that's what he was told. It's boxing. Things are always subject to change. Were we not told Lamont Roach versus Tank Davis was in Houston, December 14th? Were we not told that? And then people had a problem with, oh, well, he spoke to some guy at some desk. Okay. Whether that guy was, and this is my point, whether that guy was the right guy or the wrong guy, the phone call that I heard, what's the bottom line? Whether it was the right guy or the wrong guy, what was the bottom line? What was the outcome? The outcome was that there was no fight. The outcome was that there was never anything booked for that weekend or that week. Talk to me about the outcome. No one cares. Y'all ever been playing basketball and something strange happened and you throw the ball up and it goes in by accident? That's happened to me a couple of times. It's like, oh, I wasn't even trying to, hey. Who cares if he was trying to do it or not? It counts. You see what I'm saying? Talk to me about the results. Brother Dean, salute. I appreciate that, Tony C. Yeah, my small channel, for me being a small channel, I pissed a lot of people off. Just put my name in the search bar on YouTube and just have fun with it. I'm a small channel, y'all. I only have 10,000 subs. Why are people so mad at me? Hey, gotta ask them. Well, ask Google. Because according to Google, I flag people unnecessarily, which is a lie. But thank you for that. Thank you for that. That further proves why YouTube is on my bumper and other people's bumper. Further proves it. The small YouTube channel. When I told y'all that the troublemakers work for YouTube, why did a random channel that was just started a couple of days, this was like a couple of weeks ago. You know what that person said in my comment section in one of my videos? The person said, Jimmy Bernard, what up? All Around Strong, what up? The person said, oh, you're not at 9,000 subs yet. Ha, ha, ha. What troll ever said that? I said, that's interesting. I've never heard a troll talk about my subscriber, my subscription count. Never heard that. That was state of the art. Screenshot. And now I have it. You know who would say something like that? Somebody who is in control of that. Now you heard BFTB mention his subscriber count. You heard the general mention it. And like I said, these dudes are walking around like they're bulletproof now. They're playing in our face. Well, they ain't playing in my face because we have enough documentation. Steve Elder Mac, my brother, salute. You dig? So we cool. So we cool. They told on themselves. They can't keep quiet. Y'all ever heard in those old shows, they say the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. You ever heard that? An old show, maybe a cartoon. The criminals always return to the scene of the crime. Y'all know what criminally insane is? That's an actual term. Y'all know what criminally insane means? That means this criminal has been arrested several times for doing what? The same thing. He got locked up in 2010 for what? Armed robbery. He got locked up in 2015 for what? Armed robbery. He got locked up in 2020 for what? Armed robbery. Now he's out in 2025. He gets locked up in 2025 for what? Armed robbery. Criminally insane. He keeps doing this and gets caught. So these goons at YouTube are criminally insane. They're criminally insane. They can't help themselves. Y'all see Teofimo Lopez. He's insane. He keeps doing this. He keeps doing this. He tried to get a fight with Boots. Where'd that come from? Tried to get a fight with Bud. Tried to get a fight with Tank. And then he's calling us monkeys. Then he wants to say, hey, man, it's my constitutional right. Ask Teofimo Lopez what he knows about the Constitution. And as good as an athlete he is, you have to question his fan base at this point. Do they love boxing more than they love Teofimo Lopez? Or do they love Teofimo Lopez because of what he's doing now and what he represents? What does Teofimo Lopez represent? What does he represent? If you're a Teofimo Lopez fan at this point, are you satisfied with his career? Jay, what up? Are you satisfied with his career? And if you're not, why not? Whose fault is it? Is it Bob Arum's fault? Is it Devin Haney's fault? Is it Turki Al-Sheikh's fault? Is it Tank Davis' fault? Is it Andre Ward's fault? He's calling Andre Ward racist for not having him on the show. Tell me where that came from. Pinball, what up, pinball players? What up, man? Salute to you, good brother. What did Andre Ward do to him? Jason, what up? Teofimo Lopez at one point, once he beat Vasily Lomachenko, he had the world at his feet. He could have did anything he wanted to do at 135. He could have unified with Devin and became undisputed. Because to me back then, that was a 50-50 fight. Oh, this is funny as hell. This is funny as hell. Flamboyant personalities. Oh my God, bro. That's funny as hell. Everything that everyone else is, they put on us, bro. Everything that they say we are, D-Ray, salute. Everything that they say we are, they are. Funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. Now, let me see something. The brother D-Ray say he subscribed. I appreciate that, brother. Let me tell you how YouTube gets down. Let me go to my analytics, right? I'll prove something to you right now. D-Ray subscribed to me. Subscribers, right? They subscribe today. This is amazing. D-Ray said he just subscribed to me. And I don't see him here in my analytics on Pep Talk. You see what I mean? Hey man, look. This is what we deal with. This is what we deal with. And I'm cool, man. I'm cool with it. These guys have been caught, man. These guys have been caught in real time. I appreciate you, D-Ray. I appreciate you. That's my second channel. That's Painful Excellence Podcast. I normally do adult conversation on that channel, but I also do my boxing content backed up on that show, on that channel. My main channel is Drew Titan LLC. Know what I mean, Bern? Know what I mean? And I'm going to put that link in the description for you. There you go. This is my main boxing channel. I appreciate you. You go ahead and subscribe to that. Yeah. And YouTube, bro. Big Joe Townsend, my brother. What up? Johnny Allison, what up? Yeah. You guys, man, y'all have no idea, man. Y'all have no idea. But they're gonna learn. And wait a minute. What I need y'all to do is go subscribe to my Patreon. Go subscribe to my Patreon. Go subscribe to my Patreon. I'm gonna say it again. Go subscribe to my Patreon. Go subscribe to my Patreon. The link is right there. Go subscribe to the Patreon. Y'all gonna get it raw and uncut over there. Because I can't produce and get loose over here. Over there, I'm gonna get busy over there. I'm gonna do live streams over there. Sometime during the month, I'm gonna do live streams over there. But over here, you're limited. But meanwhile, certain content creators could post your picture and do all kinds of weird stuff, and with no consequence. So what you do is oh yeah, Johnny, I'm talking about Teofimo. Just catch the replay, because I'm about to that's not a link? What you mean? Oh, come on, God damn it. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. That's not my link? It's not. What the fudge? How? All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. My bad. Unbelievable. All right, hold on, y'all. Try this one. Try that. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. I'm sorry. That's it. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Thank you, main biker. Thank you. That's the link to the Patreon. Elmo Soprano, salute. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because I'm just honest, and I'm not even out here trying to beef, but meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? just put my name in the search bar and be amazed. I'm not even out here beefing. I'm like, what the hell did I do to anybody? What the fuck? Or whatever, man. Whatever, man. And when I point out, listen, man, if you stand by Teofimo Lopez and what he's doing and what he's saying, that tells me everything I need to know about you. Not only as a boxing fanatic, but as a person. And like I told y'all, man, these guys always run to our channels whenever a black athlete F's up or whatever. They love running over here and seeing what we got to say. And if we don't speak on it fast enough, oh, you just not going to say what happened to so-and-so, right? You ain't going to say nothing, right? You got everything to say. Now, had that been a white athlete, had that been a Latino athlete, y'all remember when Teofimo's good buddy Budisi Drunk Boxing was on here co-signing his shit? Why's everything gotta be about the Latinos? They bully the Latinos, man. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut up. Man, shut up, dude. And that's his man. As a matter of fact, at the Bud and Errol presser, he was there and left with him. Man, listen, bro. Dudes are entertainers, man. How I am right here on this mic is how I am in real life. I ain't on here playing with y'all. I ain't got time to play. I ain't got time to race bait. Teofimo literally told, I think he told Ness from the Boxing Voice, oh, when did it become a bad thing to race bait? I appreciate you, main biker. Y'all are not going to regret signing up to the Patreon. Trust me. Freedom at its best. When did it become okay for him to say what he say? Whichever monkey wants a banana? Word, man? You don't want to talk about that? Cool. Turkey Al Sheikh said 5 million. And as far as I know, these are the Tank and him are the only two fighters that I've heard turn down turkey money. 5 million, which is his highest payday. To go to Bob Arum and say, nah, we're going to counter offer with 2.5. Devin, you're the B side. And I get a bigger part of the pay-per-view. Try saying that 3 times. Bigger part of the pot of the pay-per-view. Bigger part of the pot of the pay-per-view. Yeah. My tongue just fell out. And Devin was like, no, I'm worth more. What are you talking about? That's the same reason why he ain't fight Sandor Martin. Go to purse bid. Yeah, fight him for 1.5. No, I'm worth more than that. What you mean? Why isn't anybody saying run it back with Sandor Martin to this guy? Why anyone saying that, yo, man, run it back with George Camboza? Run it back with Jermaine Ortiz? Nobody holds this guy to task. It's ridiculous. And when all else fails, he's playing the race card. This guy's a clown. Never forget what he said in 2018.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all 4. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
Now he's playing politics and nonsense. He wasn't trying to fight. And not only did Devin become a champion, at 135. He became undisputed, the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era at 135. And what did Teofimo do? BVO, what up? What did Teofimo do? He burnt bridges with Bob. He lost to Cambosis. Then he runs to 140. He could have fought Devin again, didn't do it. Didn't do it. You've been outed as a racist. It doesn't stop with this dude. It does not stop with this dude. It doesn't stop. So as much as you may want to see somebody punch him in the face and end him, to punch him in the face is also to pay him. That's why I said I'd rather see him get punched in the face outside the ring. That's why I said that. To punch him is to pay him. You don't want to do that. He didn't want to break bread. And, boxing's supposed to be a fraternity, right? He didn't want to break bread with Devin. So now Devin is the A side and everything. And he's still walking away from the table with $5 million. That money that Bob ain't have to pay him, this is Turkey's money. But what's been happening in Riyadh season? A lot of fighters been getting exposed, right? We've been getting a lot of organic outcomes. You know what? Exposed is a harsh word. Exposed is a harsh word. What I'm saying is, forget I said exposed. What I'm saying is, in Riyadh season, you're getting organic outcomes. That's what I mean. I'm not going to say exposed because it's boxing. What I will say is your favorite fighter, it might not work out for that fighter like you may want it to. That's boxing. So if you get exposed, what you're getting is organic outcomes. And I believe the organic outcome with Teofimo versus Devin is Devin will whoop his ass. So what he's doing is he's pimping a whole bunch of black names because there's name a Latino name he could pimp at 140 or 135 where he could pimp and actually fight and make money. Name one. Subadel Bantias is not one of them, but he was up to fight. And you know what Teofimo thought at the last second? You know what? His name ain't ringing bells, but I can actually get in here and get my bell rung. I can get my bell rung. And that's a setback for me. And plus, Subadel is one of those black Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean, Bern? You know what I mean? So he definitely don't want to lose to Subadel. He definitely don't want to lose to Subadel. A black Puerto Rican? That's like a double negative to him. That's like a double negative. F around and get caught with one of those bombs? That's a problem. That's a problem. So yeah, he absolutely just ducked. He absolutely just ducked Subadel Matias. And let me take a moment to shout out. My brother Main Biker. Member on that Patreon. Salute to you. Derek Gaines, Diana Branch, Kofa, Rod Neal, Tap Lawson, Shaquilla Fields, Cameron Fields, Tay-Tay. And my brother I-Rod, man. Salute to y'all in that Patreon. We're growing over there. We're growing over there. I promise you, it's going to be lit. I got to do live streams over there. Oh, the freedom of Patreon, y'all. The freedom of Patreon. Oh, Tony C. Why he ducked Matias? Because Matias will beat his ass. Bottom line. He can't afford what Teo thinks. Teo thinks he's the starter. He's not. And what I'm saying is, he could have been. That's why I call him an underachiever. You know what I mean? He's an underachiever because once he beat Loma, remember they put it was Loma this, Loma that, Loma, and Tony Teo beat him. He almost blew it in the second half of the fight, but he won. At that time, he was the A-side on everything. He had 3 belts and there was 1 left. All he had to do was fight Devin, and win or lose, he'd have got respect. And I was strictly neutral in that matchup. I said, man, I like these guys, man. I don't know. I just want a good fight. And then he started acting a fool. I was like, what's wrong with this dude? Don't nobody care about that goddamn franchise status, man. Throw it in the garbage. It was only when Devin got the WBC stripe after Loma vacated it, this term email champion came up. That was made for that form of disrespect, that disrespectful slogan was made for Devin Haney. Devin Haney. I was like, yo, huh? Wait a minute. Loma sent the email. Loma's the one that sent the email. Why y'all mad at him? All right, fine. Who's the WBO champion at 135? Put the name in the chat. Who's the WBO champion at 135? Who's the WBO champion at 135? Put his name in the chat. Go ahead. Then, who's the WBA champion at 135? Go ahead. Now let me ask y'all a question. Exactly, Cut Creator. Let me ask you a question. Why the hell isn't anyone calling Tank Davis an email champion? Because how'd he get that belt? How'd he get that belt, y'all? Didn't he get that belt under the same idea in which Devin got that belt? Devin wanted to fight Loma for that belt. Loma said, no, thank you. Loma said, no, thank you. Take this. Bob, give me that, and I'm cool. Devin, matter of fact, Tank has Devin's old belt. Because he was in 135 the whole time Tank was there. They never fought. And that's the A-side's responsibility. I asked this before, how was all this belt movement happening when Tank was there? He was supposed to intervene and take all of that. Oh, I'm sorry. According to Tank and his fans, belts don't matter. Belts don't pay the bills. Okay, fine. I'm not worried about your paycheck. I'm watching these guys' legacies. Ravens Nation, salute. I'm watching y'all legacy. When you hang up your gloves, I ain't gonna talk about the money you made. I want to talk about the impact you had on the sport. I'm either gonna big you up or tell the truth about you if you underachieved, like Teofimo Lopez. If Teofimo Lopez hung up his gloves right now, is he a Hall of Fame fighter? No. He's a loudmouth that coulda, woulda, shoulda, but didn't. That's what he is. The racist outburst that proves his insecurities. Underachieving, look at his career. And he's a lying con artist. He's a lying con artist. You're running around with these belts. You're taking pictures with Canelo after trash talking him. You're going to fight Devin, then you're not going to fight Devin. You're going to fight Super Del Matias, then you're not going to fight Super Del Matias. What is he going to do next? Dara Big G, what up? What does he do next? Tell me. Tell me what he does next. Please. Enlighten me. No Super Del. No Devin Haney. No boots, no Bud. But he walks around with a Muhammad Ali shirt. Man, I wish that shirt he had on with Ali's face on it turned into Doctor Strange cape. with a mind of its own and just choke his ass. Whatever monkey wants to be there, and he fall on the floor. What's wrong with this nigga's shirt? This kid is disgusting. He's at 140 doing the same thing. And don't look now, Keyshawn pressed him. And I'm going to say this again, man. If that was Devin sitting next to Keyshawn with a book in front of his face, copping a plea, we would never hear the end of it. So all you brothers on here looking at this Tio situation, ignoring how he's behaving, ignoring what Ryan Garcia, his relationship with Ryan Garcia, that thing that with Keyshawn Davis on the stage, that should have been the end of his career right there. Hell no, bro. Especially since they put hands and feet on your pops and you standing there, you sitting there. Kenny, what up? You sitting there? I don't know. I didn't say, no, that's just my opinion. I didn't know. That's good business. Man, shut up. And that's why I'm saying he's a Buddhist. Thomas, when you told me when he was talking all live in New York that day after that event, you know I couldn't have been standing. You know me. You know I couldn't have been standing there because I'd have checked him. That's why I didn't go. You ain't gonna be talking crazy. Yeah, exactly. Could create a book all upside down. Like, what the fuck? I ain't got no problem with you. No, I just didn't like what you said. Oh, that's good business. Man, shut your punk ass up. And by the way, a lot of these cats be nice in the ring, but I need you to understand, boxing is an art form, and that's a controlled environment. A lot of these cats are suckers outside that ring. Don't get it twisted. They're suckers. Teofimo's a sucker. He's a sucker. Pro fighter, yes. A sucker, indeed he is. Guys like him and Ryan Garcia, I don't know what's going on with these cats today. But back in the 90s, in the 80s, you wowed out like these dudes do. There's certain areas in my city they couldn't walk. Like, ain't that? Oh, hell no. Walk down a block somewhere with niggas like going to jail. Walk through that hood where somebody like, yo, man, rent's due. A condo, my brother. Rent due. And I know in jail I get 3 meals and some exercise. Fucking, I'm gonna go sit down for the winter. Tio, what up? Bang! Right upside his head with a brick. You be sitting next to that brick-faced lying-ass chick. He hit me in the face with a brick and these black men ain't do anything. They ain't do anything. Dude be like, nah, his nose look like that. He a boxer. That's just how his face look. I ain't touch him. Show me the Carfax. So anyway, Teofimo Lopez, you're an insecure, underachieving, lying con artist. No one believes you. You don't want no smoke with Matthias. You don't want any smoke with Devin. You don't want any smoke with Tank. You're just talking. And I said, it's possible you could beat Tank, which is probably why he didn't call your name in the first place. But you know what? I don't want no black fighter breaking bread with you. Not even Superdell. Not even Superdell. I know he's Puerto Rican, but Puerto Ricans are American. And he's a brother. I don't care. You don't even deserve that. And I would love to hear what Andre Ward has to say about what you said about him. Because you just burnt that. I hope you just burnt that bridge. I know Andre be acting kind of fugazi sometimes. But at that point, you even deserve to sit down and talk to him. You're a mental case. F you with a lit flare. Clown. No black fighter should break bread with him. Y'all saw T.O.'s version of Wheel of Fortune?
forfeit.
N.
No N. Brandy.
Man, salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Pep Talk tonight. Tune in to the Painful Excellence Podcast. And I will be going live later on this month on my Patreon. Sign up to the Patreon. It's going to be raw. It's going to be uncut. I ain't got to wash my mouth as much. Ain't going to be too vulgar. But y'all know when I like to make a point, I would rather not limit my conversation. You know, loose vocabulary. You dig? And that's how we're going to do it. Bear Cave will be making its return soon. Let's make sure you signed up to Bear Cave Entertainment. And I'm gone. I'll see y'all tonight, man. Much love, man. Stay righteous.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.